What is up, guys? Nick Bankiller here, and today we're gonna be playing some Mary's Room. It's a game up on Steam that was for free that I saw. It looked interesting, so I was like, you know what? Why not try it? It looked cool. However, this game's gonna be a one-sitting kind of deal, so let's get right into it. Not waste any time.
I didn't want to come back. Why would I, after all that's happened, even in here? So, where is the journal?
Where's the journal? Okay, so we need to look for a journal. I'll take it. Okay. This is a nice place. Low key, when I go downstairs, it kind of don't. What's this? Oh.
California crisp white wines. I'll need a crate of those when I get out of here. Is that me? Oh my god, the hair. What was I thinking?
No, I'll take you to the ginger. What's this? Science Fair 2018, second place.
Look, Mr. Torres, I'm happy he finally got remarried. A honeymoon in the Bahamas. Wish I was there with them.
Wow. Honeymoon in the Bahamas. Let's go. What's in here?
No, that's her parents' room.
Is this not your house or something?
What, more than 100 again today? Glad I don't have to deal with that anymore.
Okay. What's in here? No entry. I'm gonna enter because I'm a rebel. There's nothing in here.
Hi, Kelsey.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you've been reading my journal. Can I ever forgive you for what you did? Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying really hard, but I don't know how. Because I don't understand any of it. You are my friend, and I loved you unconditionally. I did what I did because of you, and I stood up to him because of you. But you, I don't know. Right now, I can't be near you,
Is this
so I
gonna be
don't
one of
want you
those-
to confine me.
Hold on.
I promise I'll be all right. Marie.
Except she wouldn't be. She would not be all right.
Is this one of those kind of, emotional games? Because if that's the case, you're gonna... Whoa, I'm gonna go on a trip. Oh. Mary. I don't know the password, so I'll stop. Wait a minute. Library.
La La Land. That movie was a shit piece of crap. Glad Trevor snuck us in. I don't think I could have handled wasting $20 on that. Never thought I'd see Marie there. Then again, she always was a dreamer. I bet she loved it. She never realized I didn't want to be her friend in public.
Yeah.
Sometimes it got so hot, this thing wasn't doing it anymore. Then we'd take off to Mr. Jones's swimming pool. That night, I guess he must have seen us.
What do you mean? I kind of like that, so I'm gonna leave it on. I do kind of like that, so give it kind of a esque feeling. Hopefully not copyrighted though. If that's the case, I'll just mute this. What?
Have you seen this man? Yeah, I've seen him. Ah, yes. The science project. Of all people, they chose to pair me with the girl from Food Rescue. Outrageous. But I got over it and chose to work my ass off. I had to if I wanted to get that scholarship.
Oh.
Come and tell me what to do. 'Cause
Oh, I can't leave the room. Okay.
Every Tuesday, the food trucks would roll in. Me and Marie never missed Jorge's tamales. When I was a kid, Jorge would put some aside, just in case my mom was too drunk to feed me again.
Damn.
As the seasons will fade,
Okay, so. Oh my god. They put me on Kelsey's team. My heart races whenever I stop to think about it. Don't think she's all that pleased though. I wonder whether she remembers me from food rescue. Food. God, I hope not. I feel so connected to her. Isn't that weird? I'd love for us to be friends. She's just amazing. Can't wait to start working on our science project. Did you get that? Our project. I feel like I'm going to explode from excitement. Okay, it's La La Land and stuff. That song's over. Okay, well that's upsetting. It's in that drawer.
Mr. Torres and Marie were robbed in their own house, not long after we met at Food Rescue. He was stabbed, almost died. She was knocked out with a baseball bat. She was in the hospital for a while, stitches, concussion. She still had headaches, she said.
Oh. Okay. This is a library, so let's try the password library.
Damn, what's the password again? I need to find
Nerd?
it.
Nerd? I'm not a nerd.
She
She
must,
must
have
have
written it.
written it. She must have written it somewhere. Oh, in the notebook? No, it's. I already read
La
about
La
that.
Land.
Okay, she had to have put it down somewhere. Road map.
Marie always dreamed about going to Europe. I don't think she ever went.
Huh. Oh.
Trevor was never far off, though. When Marie and I rode our bikes through dark nights just to get a taste of those perfect oranges, I knew he was lurking in the shadows. I never told her, but I think that's how he found us. He followed us back to the room.
Dang.
Chemistry holds no surprises. Love that.
Alright. I don't. Kelsey's phone.
I thought I was so lucky. An adoring boyfriend, free burgers from the kitchen he worked in, sparkly things he bought me. I thought if I took care of him, he'd take care of me, and we'd get out, just in case I didn't get that scholarship. I had no idea where the money came from.
It's a nice sparkly case.
Marie insisted on saving these. She was going to make a new world with them, whatever that was supposed to be. I've never actually seen her build anything. There's no such thing as food waste. And don't I know it? The smell of garbage will be in my nose forever, and the taste of it in my mouth. I swore I would never be that hungry again. I didn't care what it took.
Huh. I don't know. Where could it Shopping bags, maybe?
She loved being a birthday girl. Mr. Torres would take her shopping every year. I loved skinny dipping, but Marie insisted on wearing this thing. Really, I mean, it was Mr. Jones's pool, after dark. No one would ever come close to the freak. And he wasn't there, just to be clear. But someone else was.
Huh.
That's Trevor's phone number. He called her. I knew he blamed her for everything, though she should have blamed him for what he did to her and Mr. Torres. She once asked me, "Don't you ever dream, Kelsey?" And I said, I don't. I don't dream. I plan. What I didn't tell her was that I wouldn't allow anyone to mess with those plans.
Let's see what's in here. Oh, orange peels.
Have you ever peeled an orange so juicy the drops erupted from underneath its skin like fireworks in the setting sun? The trees in Mr. Jones's garden had them. I used to live off his garden vegetables and fruit before I met Trevor.
Well then. Dumblebees. Oh, I had a drawer.
Lorraine, Marie's mom, died when she was 5. My mother, she might as well have been dead. She looked more dead than alive, anyhow. Passed out on the couch, empty bottles of gin on the floor. Trevor. What an asshole. After we broke up, he got violent sometimes. One day, he dragged me through the school hall by my shirt until one of Marie's geek friends stopped him.
Geek.
Ben,
Geek.
I
Geek.
think it was. He got a lot of shit for it later.
Geek. Let's try geek.
She must have written it down here somewhere.
Pussy? No, I don't know. Broken window.
She was my
I'm
friend,
sorry.
and I had to tell her. So I came back here, throwing stones at the window, but she didn't react, so I threw a bigger stone, and it shattered the glass. She kept the stone as a souvenir to remind her not to trust me ever again.
Damn.
Mr. Torres. Thick as thieves, those two. Ever since Lorraine died, they only had each other.
So that's Marie and
Marie
her
was suffering when
dad.
he was in intensive care. That was a nasty knife wound.
Okay, so Mr. Jones is her dad.
She wouldn't stop about time travel and black holes and stuff. I just wanted to do something simple. Calculate shit. Boring, is what she said. Her, the weird kid, talked boring. So yeah, we settled on antimatter, because who wants to be boring?
Where's her password? What's that?
That's Marie's birthday. That's weird. I guess she wrote it down for that Ben guy. For her pizza and movie party. Alright, I might have been a little jealous.
I don't know where she could have turned, fucking written it down. Oh wait a minute, there's a yellow piece of paper on the side. Nope, that's not it. Smoking chair.
She hated my cigarettes. Every time I felt like going out and buying a pack, she made me put the money in that money jar. One day, that money would pay for our gas to drive to college. We only needed money for the one way. I ended up using it to get to Vancouver.
Okay. Alright. I'm not finding much, like... Ooh, another drawer. Oh wait, I already seen it.
Mr.
Sorry
Torres
about
and
that.
Marie.
Sparkly too?
He had money. You see? He bought me things. I was gonna wear these to the prom. Fancy, right? At the time, I didn't know where the money came from. She asked me why I was so angry all the time, and I told her because it's a dirty deal. It's Russian roulette and utterly unfair. The cards I'd been dealt, any player would have passed. I chose to be angry instead. But Marie, my friend Marie,
A new deal.
she got me a new deck and suggested I deal again. Mr. Torres gave me my own set of keys, so I'd feel at home. I loved him for it, but every time I used those keys, I felt a pang of guilt.
Alright, let's search these.
Food rescue. Yeah, it was a good place to be, until Marie showed up. I know she didn't mean anything by it, but the pity in her eyes. Worse than being hungry.
I guess.
The Green Eatery. Green as in with
Okay.
fungus. Yes, I am never eating Ayurvedic lasagna ever again.
Sorry about that.
But some people must have liked Mr. Jones's cooking because he was
Yeah.
out every night cooking his green stuff.
Okay. Back out of you. Let's go this way. Yeah. Yay, it's dead. Oh, never mind. Fuck. Bit-ass shit ball. Oh, okay, I forgot about pausing it. Unpausing it, my bad. I got into our computer. The password was... I forgot. Fearless, I think it was. What else do we need? Anything else we need in here? No. Oh, inboxes. We can go switch to them.
Oh no. Why didn't you tell me, Marie? No wonder you were so frightened. We never should have gone to the Orange Grove.
Oh, damn. So she was being followed or something like that? She was looking for guns. She's being followed by Trevor. No, sorry. Is there a way? Oh. Buck bag.
Disgusting, but cheap. I got used to them after I didn't want to go to the food kitchen anymore. The vicious taste of these meatballs still beat the humiliation of being served by Marie.
That's Bumblebee's cage, or her missing cat. Still can't go out. What is it we're gonna do?
What are you doing?
I don't... Is there... Huh. I already know the...
She must have written it down here somewhere.
Oh god, I put in something wrong. Alright. It's July 7th. Huh.
One day, I just had to know what's up with all the cats. She said she admired them, that they were who they were without any pretense, that they had no fear of confrontation. She wanted to be more like them. When Bumblebee went missing, Marie cried for days. She thought I couldn't hear her at night. I could never prove it, but I'm sure it was Trevor. Marie, what were you thinking? You know that's illegal. Why does someone need to get hurt before we step up and act, for Christ's sake? If they had, none of this shit would have happened, and no one would have
I'm
died.
trying to figure out what happened. Is it?
Oh no. Why didn't you tell me, Marie? No wonder you were so frightened. We never should have gone to the Orange Grove.
I'm trying to figure out what, like, what would it be doing? What? Okay. Let's go back into the journal. Huh. So all the way back to the beginning. A food rescue, 3 years. I'm not fearless. Birthday mom. I'm trying to figure out what these numbers are for. Do I need them in the future or something? 'Cause they're on almost every page. Oh, case. Yes.
I need to find the key. A 5-figure.
Haha.
She must
Aha, I
have
told
known-
you. Told you those numbers were useful. Y'all were like, no, 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 no. Let me get something to write it down on, because I'm going to forget that. And the only time I need it. Okay, I'm trying to remember. So we got 3. 4, 9, 5, 3, 4, 9, 5. I need one more. I have 3, 4, 9, 5.
Look what I got for my birthday from Mark.
Alright. I need to keep looking around. It's the world map, I think we've already read it. I need to keep looking for one. Ooh, Rubik's Cube.
Hated that thing.
That's all you had to say. Cool. Cool. Ain't nothing being written down, alright. Clothes just piled into a corner.
Marie always dreamed about going to Europe. I don't think she ever went.
Come you at less morning, longest day for the
So, what I think happened is,
sorrow,
I think our friend killed herself.
the early
Kinda what I'm getting.
I'm not a shadow person. Yeah, it took me all I had to convince her she wasn't.
So that's the password. Alright. Now we can check journal. That number. Not gonna give me anything. Number. She called me her friend today. I am not a shadow person anymore. She's my friend. Okay. So, password is shadow person. Alright. We're in her computer. Kitty GIF. Open up. Okay. Her and her cats, dude.
One day, I just had to know what's up with all the cats. She said she admired them, that they were who they were without any pretense, that they had no fear of confrontation. She wanted to be more like them. When Bumblebee went missing, Marie cried for days. She thought I couldn't hear her at night. I could never prove it, but I'm sure it was Trevor. Marie,
So yeah, I
what were you thinking? You know that's illegal.
think she did kill herself, which does suck.
Why does someone need to get hurt before we step up and act, for Christ's sake? If they had, none of this shit would have happened, and no one would have died.
That's fine. Oh, it didn't land.
La La
Barcode on
Land.
the back.
That movie was a shit piece of crap.
I don't know. I don't remember. I wasn't around to watch La La Land, and I heard it's like a musical, so I was like, ain't catching me there, bud. So I don't like. I'm not a musical kind of guy. Check the journal, see if we got a new number or something. No, oh, like that. We'll go all the way back. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. I only got 4. I don't. What is even a shadow person? I don't.
She once asked me, "Don't you ever dream,
No.
Kelsey?" And I said, I don't. I don't dream. I plan. What I didn't tell her was that I wouldn't allow anyone to mess
Beer bottle.
with those plans. Mr. Torres
There's a
loved
1
that
on it
beer.
too.
After the robbery, he only had a couple left. Apparently they were hard to come by. Still, we decided to try a bottle once. Marie loved that label. She drew it in her journal. I remember that. All that happened later that night, I'm not sure. Maybe I don't want to remember.
Alright, so now that should be in her journal. Let's see where it's placed. Yes, 1. Okay. So we got all 5. So it's 3. 3, 4, 9. 3, 4, 9, 5, 1. 3, 4, 9, 5, 1. 3, 4, 9, 5.
I need to find
3,
the key. A 5-figure number.
4, 9, 5, 1. Wrong way. 5, 1.
Yay! Good work, Kelsey. Oh my god.
Gun in her thing. Oh, what happened? Did I break it?
The past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. Stephen Hawking said that. I wish it were true. But there was nothing I could do about the past. It was definite as hell. Sometimes I didn't get Marie. I really thought a night by Jones's pool would help her relax. She used to love it there. But she insisted someone had been watching us. I just wanted to have a good time, and she was ruining it, so I said some things I shouldn't have. She just stood there, staring at the window. I was so annoyed. And that's when I knew she'd been right. Trevor. Right there in the room. He'd just come in through the open window. How did he find us? He didn't know where Marie and I lived. I always made sure of that. But he took an orange from his backpack and started peeling it. It had been Trevor by the pool, and he'd followed us home. He said to Marie, "I told you not to mess with me." But still, I didn't get it. No, it wasn't until he started moving in on her that I realized it was Marie. He was after Marie. He blamed her for everything, and he had a knife. I'd never seen him so angry, so evil. Marie tried to get it away from him. He asked her why she never answered her phone. Did she not read her emails? Or did she think they were hollow threats? God, I just wanted to punch him with anything I could lay my hands on. My backpack. I smashed it against his wrist, knocking the knife out of his hands. Marie went for it, but Trevor was faster. He kicked her in the head. I dove for the knife, but he jumped me. As we struggled, he hissed, "Didn't I get enough action yet? Maybe I needed another baseball bat to get my kicks." I stopped, because right then I knew what he was up to. He asked Marie about Mr. Torres. Was he all right? Did he still get stomach aches? Marie lay on the floor by the bed, in shock, realizing it had been Trevor who almost killed her father. Then Trevor looked at me, added with a smile. And her. That's when it all went to pieces. Trevor ripped us apart, and he was enjoying it. Marie didn't understand. I tried to explain, apologized, but she wasn't listening. She kept asking me if I'd been there with Trevor in their house. Trevor stirred things up even more. He told her it was me who had hit her over the head with a baseball bat, that I'd enjoyed it. I screamed in frustration, "No, that's not what happened." Tears streamed down Marie's face. She couldn't believe I would do that, hurt her deliberately. God, I wanted Trevor to stop talking. I attacked him, scratched his face, hit him wherever I could. I hated him. He was twisting everything. I wanted to tell her that I was sorry. Yes, we robbed the house, and we got caught by Mr. Torres. But I never meant for anyone to get hurt. I didn't smash Marie's head. I panicked. I wanted to stop her from seeing me. When I realized how badly injured she was, I called the police. I tried to stay, but Trevor wouldn't let me. He pulled me by my hair into the van. But Marie wasn't listening. I was losing it, and I like to think I beat Trevor up pretty good. But Trevor punched back harder and faster. He was about to crack my skull. Marie clawed for the box beside her, opened it. She screamed, told us to stop, pointed that 9mm at us. Trevor went nuts, charged for her. She screamed, told him to stay back. She'd never shot a gun in her life. She wasn't going to start now. Trevor grabbed her by the shoulders and... What you think you remember is not necessarily what really happened, or how others remember it. But Trevor fell back on the carpet, dead. That we all remember.
Wow. That was tough.
Mom, where are you? Did you get the journal?
I'll be down in a minute.
Aunt Marie is getting a little worked parked up here. She threatened to smoke a cigar in your car.
Don't
She's
let her.
still
Don't let her
alive.
smoke. I love that car.
She knows you do. Get down here, Mom.
They're
You're
adults.
taking, like, forever.
I'll be down in a minute.
Bring the journal.
So they're adults now, and wow. That was, I loved that. That was an awesome, Jesus. I actually enjoyed that game. Wow, I'm speechless at the moment. It was a really good twist. I thought Marie was dead, but she was alive. Her and Kelsey are now adults. They have, or at least as far as I know, Kelsey has a kid. They're really good friends with each other, and that was an awesome story. I really enjoyed it, dude. Like, I'm glad I got to play it for myself and instead of, watching somebody, because this was... that was awesome. I'm glad I sat here, played through it. It wasn't even that long of a game, it was a 30-minute game, but it's still, wow. So that is gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna get right to editing so I can get this out as fast as possible. I'm gonna try and get it out today. If not, it'll be out tomorrow. Why am I telling you guys this though? Yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.